Hello, this is Krishna of Firefly Dragon, and thank you for joining. There is a trinity of Nintendo game series that stand leagues above the rest. Games that defined genres, created genres, and even pushed the boundaries and evolved modern interactive entertainment. The trinity consists of Super Mario Bros., which was the breakout 2D platformer series, The Legend of Zelda, which made us marvel at exploration, and Pokémon, which made us want intellectual combat and evolution. In honor of Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee that released today, I'm here to give you my top 10 Pokemon. This is going to be based off of Pokemon Go Pokemon, as I want to catch them all before I discuss the Let's Go Pokemon and Eevee games, before I go into depth with them. First, my honorable mention, Pidgey. Not because it's a particularly cool or powerful Pokemon, unlike a lot of the characters on the list. This Pokemon is here strictly for its usefulness. You see, if you wait until there is an event that doubles your XP, and then use one of the eggs that also doubles your XP, you can evolve Pokemon and get 2,000 XP points per evolution, which takes roughly 30 seconds. And Pidgeys are very easy to catch, there are a lot of them, and they have cheap evolution. So generally I'm able to get around 30 to 60 evolutions during that half hour where the egg doubles my XP. And that's somewhere between 60 and 120,000 XP per egg use. Which is why Pidgey is my honorable mention. Number 10. Like a great dog of fire, Arcanine speaks to the pyromaniac in me. In most games where you can choose an element to buff your attacks, I choose fire. I love the dot damage as well as the pure destruction. It is my sadistic pleasure, and places Arcanine at number 10. Number 9. Originally, I didn't like Rhydon very much. It doesn't have the most intimidating aesthetic, and I found that its slow movement made it hard for me to dodge in combat, which was really important for me. However, after I stopped using Vaporeon for everything, I found that Rhydon was a very powerful combatant, and I really enjoy using him in battle. Number 8. There's something sinister about spoons, isn't there? At least when Alakazam is involved, unless you think, there is no spoon. Being one of my favorite Pokemon types, a psychic Pokemon, as well as looking cool and being able to float around, Alakazam is a fun Pokemon. Too bad for Alakazam that I'm a fork supremacist, or it may have been higher on this list. Number 7. Gyarados is one of the big reveals of the original game, evolving from one of the weakest Pokemon in the entire series, Magikarp. However, obtaining a Gyarados is well worth your time in training Magikarp because of how powerful it becomes. Also, having a great Sup Under the Sea crush your enemies is why I love Gyarados. Number 6. One of my favorite of all the types of creatures and beasts in all of fiction is Dragon. There are sources today that are perverting what dragons are to me. Especially a Facebook game called like Dragon City or something. That is horrendous. However, that is a rant for another day because Pokemon actually has a few amazing dragons. Like Charizard. As I said, Dragon is one of my favorite species of all, and Pokemon gets it right. Amazing looks, fire breathing, flight. Charizard is just an all-around beast, as well as a near-perfect dragon-type Pokemon. Number 5. A fair contender for fire is Ice, and though I do prefer the destructive capabilities of fire, Ice has its benefits as well, often being able to freeze enemies and slow them down, although not features of Pokemon Go, encourage me to love the element. Lapras is one of the perfect Pokemon with ice capabilities. Being able to ride Lapras around the ocean is a plus, but its powerful nature as well as its cool aesthetics make me adore Lapras as one of my top Pokemon ever. Number 4. Purely power and dragon. I believe there is not much more I need to say about Dragonite. Although it has a cuter aesthetic than I generally prefer for dragons, its powerful nature as well as its capabilities and harnessing some of the strongest attacks in the game make me love Dragonite. Number 3. A sturdy Pokemon, lazy, but with a powerful moveset, Snorlax comes in at the 3rd place on my list. Also because I love having his Pokeball in the Smash Bros. Series, which comes up to Love's simplest recipe. Powerful, lazy, Smash Bros. Number 2. Often my most powerful Pokemon in battle were Vaporeons. Being able to get 2 or 3 attacks in and then dodge the opponent's attack made for a high damage output, low health lost combination. My Vaporeons were even able to eliminate electric type Pokemons with higher CP, so even at type and power disadvantages, my Vaporeons could still win the match because of its high speed, which is why I love Vaporeon. Number 1. My top favorite Pokemon in Pokemon Go, because of its aesthetics as well as its potential, is Eevee. Sure, it's not the most powerful Pokemon in and of itself, but it can become some of the most powerful Pokemon, as well as if you catch enough Eevee, you can have your Water type, Fire type, Electric type, and now many more other types of Pokemon. It just has so much potential, the most different evolutions in the game. It is always exciting for me to see an Eevee and go run after it, go throw my Pokeballs, maybe waste a few, but eventually catch the Eevee, get the candies, and see what its potential is. Of course, that's my top 10 list for Pokemon Go games. Go ahead and leave your top 10 Pokemon from Pokemon Go or other Pokemon games down in the comments below. And, of course, until next video, this is Christian of Fire Free Dragon, signing off.